the city, said a young man sitting next to me. Heard you new in town, before you get around, here's a little tip from me. Best stick to yourself no matter where you go. Just watch your back and hold your own. And if after that trouble's knocking at your door, remember my friend.
Hi guys, so good evening and welcome to my magical world. I am Frostbite, and if you are new here, welcome. So good evening guys. Currently it's 8:19 in the evening. Okay, so we will be discussing another topic again. I don't know if this is relevant to you, but we'll never know like in the future, because we can't tell what will happen in the future, so might as well hear it out. Okay guys, so here are the valuable life lessons I learned from a cancer diagnosis. So i'm not I don't have any cancer, guys, which is I'm fortunate. I mean, because I'm healthy and all of that. But a lot of people, it could, you probably don't know, it could be your auntie, your cousins, whoever, guys. So let's talk about the things that we could possibly learn about it. It's not an easy uh, thing to have it, but I've told you before, right, that my father has it. So yeah, guys, if I make mistake in this video, I also put it out there with you. Yeah, I don't edit videos, guys. So yeah, I'm just saying. So just to remind you that all the perfection and the imperfection is out there. First is, stop worrying about things that haven't happened yet. So you don't need, guys, to like worry like what the heck, right? So um sorry, I'm a bit occupied. Let's go back. Yeah, so of course it's not happening yet. Why should you worry? Why would you put yourself in a position where you need to worry? You don't have to do that, guys. It's annoying, it's disgusting. It's like it's not happening yet, but you wanted to foresee things. So it's not a good thing to think about. Okay, it says here, I mean, the author, I used to worry a lot about things that haven't happened yet. So what if I get an incurable disease? Example, this is like an example. What if I lose my job and can't pay the mortgage? What if people I love leave me? And it goes on, but having cancer made me realize that life is unpredictable, and no amount of worrying can make it less so. Most of the bad things I worry about will never come true, but a few of them probably will. I have no way of knowing which ones will happen and when. If I spend all my time worrying about things that haven't happened yet, then I'll waste precious moments I have stressing over things have no control over. So I've learned to stop worrying about the things that haven't happened yet. So it's good, guys, for you to practice this, like not worried about the future things, because we'll never know what the future holds. So make sure to be present in the moment, to deal what is in the present. Because again and again, I keep telling you that the future, the past, and the present is happening simultaneously. Right? Right. So if you wanted to show up in your future like a boss, act like a boss now. Got it? You got my point? Yeah. So let's continue to number 2. We have to accept we may never find the answer to certain questions. One of the toughest life lessons, I mean, one of the toughest lessons cancer taught me is that we have to accept the fact that we may never find the answer to certain questions in our life. So, um, even though you're not like a cancer patient, we have certain questions about life, right? So, if you are a cancer patient that are watching this my video, know that you are not alone. I mean, even though you have questions also, and you think, and you might put an a timeline on your life already. I mean, basically all of us like don't know what will happen yet, right? So I'm not saying that you should be always that positive, but I'm telling you to deal with your emotions properly. Sorry, I have to nothing to sneeze. So, yeah. So I used to often wonder why bad things happen to good people, things like that. You know this question. I used to often wonder why bad things happen to good people. This was explained like by my friend. So, before we're doing like a Bible study, and these things are easy to understand if you are open to receiving the message, the right message. So let's go back here, okay? It's I don't want our topic to be diverted to other thing, okay? So some people say it's karma, others says it's the devil's work, still others say it's just bad luck. There was a time when I didn't know what to believe anymore. My desperate search for an answer did not make any healthier or happier. Instead, it was making me more frustrated and resentful, especially after I found out I had cancer. I was young, never smoked or did drugs, and I ate a relatively healthy diet. I was loving, honest, and kind. So what the heck went wrong? And nobody could give me a satisfactory answer. So this is like a tough thing to hear from someone, right? So are loving if you're trying to be healthy like me guys, okay. Let's go back to me. So me, I'm also healthy. I'm trying to be healthy. I usually run, like I told you. Before, when there are actual marathons, I'm active on that area. Um, I usually I also try like different diets, but yearly. It's not the whole year, but maybe once a month in that year. So I also don't. Okay, let's skip to that. So yeah, so it's a hard thing if you think you're doing all your best and that you still got this sickness. It's awful, right? But we just have to pursue our life because even though you have cancer, you don't know yet. Even though I don't have cancer, I don't know what will happen. You don't know what will happen. Me too. I don't know what will happen. So it's this we're in the same world, guys. No matter how you overthink things, we're just the same. So eventually, I stopped looking for an answer. I realized there are things in life that may always remain a mystery. This is so real. And I have learned to live life with that. Sometimes we may never find the answer to a nagging question, no matter how much we want to know the truth, and we have to accept it and try our best to enjoy the life in front of us. See, this is the key. Enjoy the life in front of us. Because life is just a it's a snap, guys. That's why I'm also filming and I'm tracking my whole life. Because well, who knows who in the future who's watching this, right? You and all the other millions of people and billions of people around the world. You have the chance to watch me and my how and the author of this articles. I'm reading to you because I'm reading it to you because you guys are lazy and me too. Oh, you're not lazy if you're listening here because you're trying to implant some knowledge in. to your brain. But I know, guys, you guys are smart because I'm manifesting smart people in my channel. So I just know. So next is, life's too short to spend it on pleasing other people. Of course, um, a lot of you're not all my fans, or you're not all my viewers, or you're not all someone that wants to learn. There are also bashers, and it's part of the life that we have, right? The bashers are also important in order to maintain the yin and yang. So, do you worry a lot about what others think? That was me before I had cancer. I worried about what people thought of my looks, my academic performances, how much money my family had, or shall I say, didn't have. And on and on. I was a people pleaser through and through. Cancer was a wake up call for me. For the first time in my life, the possibility of death was real. It was so close I could feel its cold breath on the back of my neck. It dawned on me that life could be cut short at any time for any one of us. What a waste if we had spent all of it pleasing other people instead of enjoying ourselves. So I stopped worrying. I stopped worrying so much about what others think. I started speaking more of what's on my mind, wearing clothes I feel most comfortable in, and listening more to my own heart than the opinions of others. And it was liberating. I feel more love and compassion for myself, and not to mention more joy in my life. So amazing, right? I mean, this is the craziest part of being a human. So sometimes life gives us challenges to shake things up, and it's beautiful and it's lovely because change is ahead. You don't know, I am here again, right? So I thought I will be extremely demotivated after the past months. Here I am again, guys, with you. You see the resilience in me. No, but yes, guys, I do pray for all the people who have cancers, because my father have it as well, and I wish you all and my father all the wellness and happiness and strength in this world. Okay. Next is, courage is not the absence of fear. Another important lessons I learned from cancer is that fear doesn't have to dictate the actions we take. We can both scared out of our wits and incredibly brave at the same time. So I had always thought I knew what fear was until I received my cancer diagnosis. At first, I didn't know how to cope with it. It paralyzed me and turned me into a helpless wreck. I spent every minute of every day holed up in my hospital bed waiting. And then one day, a nurse told me something that made me think. She said, there are two kinds of patients here, those who fight and those who don't. The fighters always seem to do better. So, look at how God works in humans, right? Sometimes they send messages to us, or they deliver messages to someone that you actually needed at that time, right? It's amazing. So let's continue reading, guys. So I decided I wanted to be a fighter too. So I started to pay attention to the other fighters around me, the patients who got dressed in the morning and kept themselves out of their beds, the ones who walk laps in the hallway even though no one pushed them to, the ones who talk to the nurses at their desks from time to time. Were they not scared? How were they able to do all this? I was intrigued. I began to talk to some of them, hoping to learn the secret of their courage. But I was surprised to find out that the most of them were just as scared and uncertain about the future as I was. In fact, some were facing truly dire circumstances. And yet they still faced every day with all the strength they could master. Strong people. So, actually, guys, it's a waste of time to lurk, in the dark, to be sad. I mean, at some point you will be sad, but at the end of the day, you need to regain your strength again, right? Because the sun never stops shining and never gets tired. It never gets tired on shining upon us. We, the sinner, right? So be like the sun. Always rise up. Did I say that right? Did I say that correctly? Whatever, guys. That was when I learned that you don't have to let fear determine how you live. Fear is normal and it may always be there, but we have the power to choose how we respond to it. So, next is don't sweat the small stuff. Cancer taught me how to put things in perspective. How, before my cancer diagnosis, I had a real problem with letting things go. If I felt I was being treated unfairly, even in the slightest ways, I'd feel I was wrong. If I made a mistake, even if it was a minor one, I'd feel useless and stupid. So the author or the writer of this, or the patient seems like perfectionist, like myself now. I'd feel useless and stupid. Every rude remark, offhanded comment, look of disapproval, or mean gesture left stains in my memory that refused to go away. So, this is sensitive. This is a sensitive individual. Extremely. Needless to say, it was an exhausting and painful way to live. But after I had learned that I had cancer, none of these things mattered anymore. So what if a coworker took more credit than the effort he put in? So what if I can't excel at everything I do? And so what if someone said or did something that hurt my ego? They suddenly seemed so tiny, so insignificant, and so unworthy of my tears and frustrations. So you see, it's really the small stuff, guys. Um, you don't need to be crazy on the things that are actually shallow and not worthy to be discussed. Right? It's especially if it's not funny, if it's frustrating you. Right? Don't waste your energy on guys. We have to pour our energy to the people, things, situations, activities that gives us joy, laughter, and beauty. Now whenever I find my mind getting stuck on something, I remind myself how lucky I am to be still be here, and that nothing, especially not these minor annoyances, should be allowed to dampen the joy I get from another day in my life. Okay, so next, number 6. It's a bit long, guys. You have to bear with me because you guys are not lazy. You're just watching me, right? Stay with me. Wait, okay? Until I finish this. Finish my videos, guys. Next is our thoughts determine our reality. So, I already told you this one, right? This is written by a cancer patient. So, even a patient knows how things work and something to do with manifestation. So, yeah, guys, our mind has the power to turn our thoughts into reality. The more you think of yourself a certain way, the more you become the person in your mind. Amazing, right? I got my taste of this lesson soon after I received my cat. For a long period of time, I saw myself as a cancer patient or a cancer sufferer. I spent most of my days thinking about how terrible I looked and felt, and how unfortunate I was to get this disease. I felt it was something less than other healthy people my age because I was sick. These thoughts not only made me unhappy, they had a real physiological impact on me as well. I felt lethargic and unmotivated to do anything because I was so idle all the time. I started having sleeping problems and I lost significant muscle strength. My sense of well being during the time was pretty much non existent. I'm sorry for the noise, guys. Like, my family is so noisy. Then I made small changes in how and thought of myself. So she changed the way she thinks, and she then realized that her life is improving. Got it? So you can do it as well, guys. You know, guys, even if it's not cancer, it's just in the mind. You just have to, think different. Think of different ways on how to improve yourself and your life, to achieve happiness. And you have to accept things before you achieve happiness. Next is you can still find happiness in difficult times. One surprising lesson I learned from cancer is that you can still find happiness in difficult times. I used to think that if something horrendous, like a serious life changing illness, happened to me, I wouldn't be able to smile again for a long time. So when I was diagnosed with cancer, I thought my life would be shrouded in darkness for as long as the disease still loomed over my head. But I was wrong. I came to realize that even during periods of distress and despair, I could still find moments of joy and peace in the glow of sunrise outside my hospital window, in the warmth of my mother's pork bone soup, and in the gentle caress of my love. I learned that no matter what happens in the future, and no matter how impossible it seems right now, I'll be able to find myself smile again. So, you just need to hold on, guys. If you are sick, hold on to me. Hold on to God. Okay? So, hold on to the source of all of us, of all of these miraculous things that is happening in this life. You see, guys, I have so much energy right now. This is crazy. Number 8, gratitude. Gratitude is essential to mental well-being. Cancer taught me that having an attitude of gratitude is essential to our mental well-being. Gratitude helps us shift our focus, so it kind of shifts our focus, you know, from bad things in our lives to the things that are still going well. Because no matter what bad things is happening in our life, there are a lot of things that is still going good, going well, going better, going strong, going all amazing, doing magic. There are a lot of like that, guys. You just have to focus on it. Okay? Focus on me, guys. Focus on me. It protects us from damaging effects of anxiety and stress, shown to improve our mental health. Okay? Over time. So, I didn't always have a grateful heart, and I certainly wasn't in a thankful mood when when a cancer diagnosis 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 came out of nowhere and knocked me. Wait, guys. And knocked me to the ground. Instead, I cried, I whined, and I felt sorry for myself. But I noticed that the more I complained about my plight, the worse I felt inside. So I was stuck in a vicious cycle of constant negativity. So stop complaining, guys. It's one thing that brings negativity, complaining, instead of thinking of a lot of solutions around the planet. You keep complaining. So don't do that. I wasn't that before when I was younger. Pull me out of the cycle. It wasn't easy cultivating an attitude of gratitude. It took time, effort, and willpower, but it was worth it. I was able to keep my spirits up in the some of the lowest points in my life, and I have gratitude to thank for that. So, yeah. What I wanted to say, guys, is that it's not yet the end of the world if you got it. My father is fighting strong. He's doing his best, every day. He's doing everything that he loves. He's doing a lot for us until at this very moment. So I'm really proud of my, father. And I really pray for all of you to be healthy, wealthy, and happy. Okay? So, um, last, this is like the last conclusion. This is like a thesis. We have to have conclusion. Now, it's just brief. It's just brief. We're all touched by cancer in some ways. You may be a survivor like me. You may be battling cancer this very moment, or you know and love someone who has cancer. I want you to hear your um there are countless blood cancer warriors fighting the battle for their lives as we speak. You may hold the key to help someone win the fight. So make sure, guys, that if you know someone who's suffering like that or having that one, make sure to be there for them. Time is the most precious thing you could give to someone. Make sure to give it to the person you love, or probably if that is a friend, a lover, family member, relative. That's up to you guys. A stranger could be. So that's it, guys. Let me put the author, because I don't know. Let me see. I think it's Sabrina. Yeah, it's Sabrina. She's a leukemia, two-time leukemia survivor. So that's it, guys. Thank you for listening, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. My voice is going strong. It's getting better. So thank you, guys. So see you again. Bye.
And it's a town we're fighting for. Welcome to your paradise, where the little man pays a bigger price. Take another hit, just get it over with. We're a little sick, you see. Can't stay down no more, we gotta make it known. So get back up.